If the Lord told you not to celebrate Halloween, don't do it. Because you should be in fear if you do celebrate Halloween, the judgments that's going to come upon you on that. What's going to be your payment for the sin? Right? Be in fear about going out and dressed like the whore on Halloween, man. Be in fear about taking your children out to go get candy from strangers on Halloween. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand the whole, when I was growing up, they used to have this thing called stranger danger. Stay away from strangers, stranger danger. But on Halloween, you let your kids just walk right up to the stranger's door. And you get the candy from the strangers. You don't know these people. So stranger danger don't really matter. You're teaching your kids lies. Right? You're telling your kids on one hand to not do anything with strangers, don't take candy from strangers. But then on Halloween, you let your kids take candy from strangers. So how are they supposed to know when it's okay to take candy from strangers and when it's not? So you can't get mad when it's a regular old day and your kids take a candy from a stranger and then they pull them into that little white van and molest your kids. You can't. You can't get mad about that. You showed them it was okay to take candy from strangers. Whether it's in a church parking lot or whether it's at somebody's neighborhood house. It doesn't matter where it's at a Halloween party, whether it's at a haunted house. It does not matter. Well, we didn't do what the Lord said to do, so he put us on punishment. We are grounded right now. That's why we let every other nation rule over us when we're supposed to be doing the ruling. That's why right now we have to have our kids in public school. Right? And they don't get to learn their culture. They don't get to learn their history. They have to learn about Jeffrey Dahmer and all the other Jeffrey Dahmers of the world. They have to learn about Andrew Jackson and George Washington, all of these slave owners and all of these murderers. Our power, our king does not look like this. This is not our king. This guy right here is a homosexual. He's the second son of the 6th Pope of Rome. This guy right here had sex with his sister. This guy right here murdered his brother, and he was a child molester and a homosexual. But this is what they worship in the Christian church. This is what they worship in the Christian church. That's why a Christian church is full of homosexuality, full of child molestation, and full of just unruly people. People that don't care about any rules. As long as you give them the money, you can do whatever in the Christian church. And I bet you on Halloween they're gonna have a trunk or treat in the church parking lot, worshiping goons, goblins, and jokers, and they're gonna be dressed up as Superman, and they want to be taken serious. We're not gonna take them serious, and this is garbage. That is garbage. That is garbage. But that's what America breeds. America breeds serial killers. People that want to walk around as serial killers. When they have a costume day at a high school, all the white kids dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer, as a murderer. As a murderer.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge,
Right.
I will also reject thee.
Right. The Lord says, since you rejected his law, statutes, and commandments, he's also going to reject thee. That's why we out here celebrating Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. That's why we sell drugs to each other. That's why we have baby mama, baby daddy problems. That's why we're on child support. That's why we get rid of last hire, first fire. That's why we're in servitude to every nation under the sun. Every nation on earth. That's why. Read that one more time.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right. Keep going.
And thou shalt be no priest to me.
You should be what?
Thou shalt be no priest to me.
That's why when we rejected the knowledge, you couldn't find a righteous black man nowhere. And then all of a sudden in 1969, the Isupk sprung up out of nowhere, because always in the last days, the Lord always raises up saviors or always raises up priests and prophets for his people to come warn his people. It's been like that throughout the whole Bible. Why don't you know that? Because wherever you go and learn the Bible, it's not the real Bible that you're learning. You're learning a watered down Christianity. That's what you're learning. You're not learning the Bible.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Right? Because you forgot the laws of your God. Keep reading.
I will also forget thy children.
You're going to forget who?
Thy children.
The Lord is also going to forget your children because you forgot about the Lord. That is the Bible. That is the God of the Bible. So don't be confused when your children comes home, right? And they got candy from a stranger, and their candy has poison in it, has fentanyl in it, and has needles in it. Don't be confused, right? Don't be ashamed to say that I sent my kid out to die, because that's what Halloween is all about. Halloween is all about death. Dia de los Muertos, right? The Day of the Dead, right? Oh yeah, Hispanic man, you get some too. Hispanic man, the Day of the Dead is not for you. That is for Spaniards. You know what's for you? The Feast of Tabernacles is for you, Hispanic man. Right? The Day of Atonement is for you, Hispanic brother. That is for you. But the Dia de los Muertos, that is not for you. That is for the so-called Spaniard. Let him keep his wicked days. You don't worry about those. What you worry about is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, man. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. They're gonna all come right back to back to back to back. And they're gonna give you the days off from work, so you have to celebrate these things. You don't have to celebrate it, but they're gonna make it convenient for you to sin. That's what they do with drugs. That's why they made weed legal, because they made it convenient for you to sin. They want you to sin against your God. They want you in the hells of North America. That's what they want. Keep going.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
That you do what?
Receive not of her plagues.
The Lord don't want you to receive the coronavirus. The Lord don't want you to receive the monkeypox.
Right.
The Lord don't want you to receive the thermonuclear fire that's coming to this place. Thus saith the Lord. The Lord don't want you to receive that lung cancer from smoking the cigarettes and weed. The Lord don't want your children to die on Halloween for celebrating. The Lord don't want that for you. That's why the Lord, go back up to the first part again.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
If the Lord wanted you to suffer here in America, the Lord wouldn't tell you to come out of her, my people. That's that simple. If the Lord wanted you to stay drug dealers and to stay whoremongers and to stay homosexuals, the Lord wouldn't tell you to come out of her, my people. The Lord would just let you do what you want to do. The Lord wouldn't give you judgments like monkeypox and like coronavirus. The Lord would just let you do it. But because he loves you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, he punishes us like a good father punishes his children.
Big boot on me fringes. Girl, I tell me say she love the way how me change it. Everything sign and seal. Then I tell me say she love the deal. Yeah. Big boot on me fringes. Girl, I tell me say she love the way how me change it. If I don't know you picking my youth, me I tell you no straight out. And I'm in business, yeah. Man, I move real heavy. 20 man, I jump out a couple Chevy. Well, serious, man, no look happy. Wrong move, turn a boy in a duppy, them a waste, man. Them a talk about me, but me no care, man. After everything else, me still be upon. Cause the truth, me attack at the truth, and the part me a sleep on, yeah. Delivered it off fire. Everything up in the air like fire, bonfire. But I can't tell ya how all of me dead soul, let them have to rise in power. Liar, Sha'Allah. This year one for my brothers and my sisters. We get caught off early. Big boot on me fringes. Girl, I tell me say she really love all the changes. If I don't know you picking my youth, me I tell me straight out. And I'm in business.